Didn't know today would be our last. That I have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Love is all inside me. just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small. You were always there to catch me when I fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Loving song inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Sing hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight.
Good afternoon. Tom W. Buescher, born January 26, 1949, November 30th, 2019. I have quite a list of names. If I miss anybody's name, let me know. Beloved husband of the late Luella B. Buescher, loving father of Cindy and Philip Brown, Philip Lana Buescher, and the late Tommy Buescher Jr., caring grandfather of Anthony Buescher, Justin Buescher, Heather Buescher, Christopher Buescher, Olivia Brown, Dawson Dennis, William Brown, Gavin Dennis, Hayden Brown, Lacey Walker, Liza and Robert Phelps, Paul and Rachel Kroon, and the late Nora Dennis. Proud great-grandfather of 15 great-grandchildren, dear brother of Larry and Linda Buescher, Betty and the late Wayne Hendricks, Robert and Shirley Buescher, Terry, Jim Bragg, and Nancy Carl Mattis, Tony and Lynn Buescher, and the late Jody Buescher, Ronnie Buescher, Danny Buescher, dear brother-in-law of Barb Buescher and Yvonne Buescher, cherished son of the late Joseph and Virginia Nee Screwing Buescher, also survived by numerous nieces, nephews, relatives, and many friends. And Tom Frawley served in the United States Army during the Vietnam War.
I was on the outskirts of a little southern town, trying to reach my destination before the sun went down. The old CB was firing away on channel 19, when there came a little boy's voice on the radio line. And he said, "Buescher 19, is anyone there? Come on back, truckers, and talk to Teddy Bear." Well, I keyed the mic and I said, "You got it, Teddy Bear." And the little boy's voice came back on the air. "Appreciate the break. Who we got on that end?" I told him my handle, and then he began. "Now, I'm not supposed to bother you fellas out there. Mom says you're busy and for me to stay off there. But you see, I get lonely and it helps to talk. Because that's about all I can do. I'm crippled and I can't walk." I came back and told him to fire up that mic. I talked to him as long as he liked. "This was my dad's radio," the little boy said. "But I guess it's mine and Mom's now, because my daddy's dead. Dad had a wreck about a month ago. He was trying to get home in a blinding snow. Mom has to work now to make ends meet. And I'm not much help with my two crippled feet. She says not to worry, that we'll make it all right. But I hear her crying sometimes late at night. You know, there's one thing I want more than anything else to see. Oh, I know you guys are too busy to bother with me. But you see, my dad used to take me for rides when he was home. But I guess that's all over now since my daddy's gone. Not one breaker came on the old CB as that little crippled boy talked with me. I tried hard to swallow a lump, it just wouldn't stay down. As I thought about my boy back in Greenville town. Dad was going to take Mom and me with him later on this year. Well, I remember him saying, "Someday this old truck will be yours, Teddy Bear." But I know I'll never get to ride an 18-wheeler again. But this old base will keep me in touch with all my trucker friends. Teddy Bear's going to back on out now and leave me alone, because it's about time for Mom to come home. But you give me a shout when you're passing through, and I'll sure be happy to come back to you. Well, I came back and I said, "Before you go, 1010, what's your home 20, little CB friend?" He gave me his address, and I didn't once hesitate. Because this hot load of freight is just going to have to wait. I turned that truck around on a dime and headed straight for Jackson Street, 229. And as I rounded the corner, oh, I got one heck of a shock. 18-wheelers were lined up for 3 city blocks. Well, I guess every driver for miles around had caught Teddy Bear's call. And that little crippled boy was having a ball. For as fast as one driver would carry him in, another would carry him to his truck and take off again. Well, you better believe I took my turn at riding Teddy Bear. And then I carried him back in and put him down in his chair. And buddy, if I never live to see happiness again, I want you to know I saw it that day in the face of that little man. We took up a collection for him before his mama got home, and each driver said goodbye, and then they were all gone. He shook my hand with a mile-long grin and said, "So long, Tucker, I'll catch you again." And I hit that interstate with tears in my eyes. I turned on the radio and I got another surprise. "Buescher 19 came a voice on the air. Just one word of thanks from Mama Teddy Bear. We wish each and every one a special prayer for you, because you just made my little boy's dream come true. I'll sign off now before I start to cry. May God ride with you. 10-4. Goodbye.
That was Tom's favorite song, and had a few things here I want to read. We're here to celebrate and share memories of Tom Buescher, husband, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, many other relatives and friends. There was a lot I didn't know about Tom. Did not know he was in the Army and a Vietnam vet. His employment worked for 25 years plus at AT&T. After retirement from there, he continued to work part-time at Napa, delivering auto parts. After their closing, Tom continued to work for delivering auto parts for KOI. After health began to slow him down, he continued helping anyone who needed help. I remember him coming to my old 100-year-old house in Bland to help remodel the old place, drywall, finish it, and did a lot of carpenter work there. He was a good carpenter. He was also a good mechanic, would help anyone if they needed help. One thing I remember, during the holidays when Lynn and Phil just lived east of here at 128, and during the holidays we had dinner. And it was Lou and Tom's tradition to bring the pumpkin pies. Now, some of you might think this is a coincidence, but I think it's somebody looking up above there. In December, 9 years ago, I stood right here, same place for Lou's funeral. I thought about this, and I think someone up above is looking down, and it's the day from heaven. I think the good Lord wants to reunite this couple this holiday season. They will be together again. And when you get up Christmas morning, just think of this being reunited, and that they would expect you to go on and celebrate your Christmas. Papers straightened down here. I have a letter here from heaven to read. It goes like this: loved ones, I know you're sad, but I really don't want you to be. It's time for you to show some of the courage and strength that you instilled in me. Anyway, just because you can't see me doesn't mean that I'm not there. Look around. I'm in the hearts and minds of those who helped me before I had to go. I'm not sick anymore. I'm an angel. Why, I can even fly. Please try not to cry, for I love you and I'm always with you, standing right by your side. Tell everyone I love them and I'm in a better place I've ever been, so please take care. For all the grandkids, grandchildren, I have a message from Grandpa. One quiet night, the angels came and took Grandpa far away, but in the stillness at that night, I could almost hear him say, dear grandchild, I will miss you. You mean so much to me. But Jesus called me to his side, in heaven I will be. The place of God's great beauty, no tears or earthly cares, only peace and joy forever, and love that could compare. So remember all the good times. Don't think about the sad. Treasure all the special moments through the years we're always had. And great in Jesus, I promise this, and Lord, you will get along. You'll get a hug from Grandpa someday in heaven's golden shore. Papers are stuck together, and this paper here was given me 9 years ago, right here, from the children. During Lou's funeral, nobody wanted to read it. So I just kind of changed it, word from mom to dad, and this is the children of Lou and Tom. It says, we love you, Dad. Every day of our lives are made richer by your shining example. You loved wholeheartedly. Your patience and great generous were endless. Your wisdom and humor enriched us all. The joys of having a father like you will bless us always. Thank you. Cindy, anybody want anything you want to say? You get the paper stuff ready. This is a letter from Tom. A limb was fallen from the family tree, and I keep hearing the voice that says, grieve not for me. Remember the best times, the laughter, the song, the good life I lived while I was strong. Continue my heritage. I am counting on you. Keep smiling, and surely the sun will shine through. My mind is at ease, my soul is at rest, remembering all of how I have been blessed. Continue the tradition, no matter how small. Go on with your life, and don't worry about the faults. I miss you dearly, so keep up your chin until the day comes we are together again. I want to thank the funeral home here for all their assistance. And Graceland, the military, will be doing honors. And I want to announce the pallbearers at this time. For Tom are Philip Buescher, Philip Brown, Anthony Buescher, Justin Buescher, Christopher Buescher, Dawson Dennis, and Gavin Dennis, and Paul Crown. If that's right. Everybody bow their head, would like to have a prayer at this time. Heavenly Father, we ask that you bless Paul here and ease the broken hearts in this room. May your love and comfort Tom's family and friends. May they feel the warmth of your spirit in the days to come. May the love and support of all together here today help protect from the sadness that they will now experience. We ask that your grace help guide each of us and we would make our life journey. And remember what I said a while ago, you'll never walk alone. And I think somebody's telling us this couple one here tonight this holiday season. I couldn't believe when I pulled them papers out and I said, 90 years ago in December, I was here. Does anybody have anything you want to say? They are going to the church. Where's that at?
Redemption Baptist Church on South Yellow Road.
After they leave Graceland.
Yes.
Yeah, and there'll be the military honors there and then go there. Okay?
Okay, I need somebody to come up and share a good story. Memory, favorite memory. Our military team is not getting to the cemetery until 12:45. It's 12:15 right now. We need to celebrate his life. Does anybody have any memory they would like to share? Grandchild? Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to come up here and do this.
I know Dad, he always liked watching old westerns, Johnny Wayne. He liked Hoss Cartwright up in Bonanza. So I can imagine him and Mom up there, they're both on fishing right now. I know, here recently, Dad told me in Atlanta that this next year, he was planning on spending most of it having Cumberland with Bobby. He was really looking forward to that. I mean, growing up, us kids, we get in trouble, he put us in line that he always loved all of us. I never seen him stay mad at it. I mean, he'd come home from work, I'd have his pickup truck stuck out in the field. He'd come home, he'd eat his dinner, and then me and him would go pull it out of the field. I mean, he bought a brand new ride lawnmower, I don't think there was a ditch on his road that lawnmower hasn't went through. I mean, the hallways in the house, I'd get mad, I'd punch a hole. I don't know why he kept putting plaster on. I mean, he should just put wood on. So, I mean, going through so easy. I'm gonna miss it. Still got a million questions I'd like to ask him. I guess that's all I've got.
Thank you, Phil. Appreciate that. Anybody else? All right.
So this man gets with all his heart. Every single one of you. He wouldn't be here if he didn't. And I'm sure he's picked up every single one of you guys in some way. And you see his stubbornness. I don't. He's done something to you to make you laugh, to get your goat something. He's always loved with all his heart. He's always been, gosh, us kids, we've done stuff to him. He's been so mad at us, but he still loved us. When I was 14 years old, I made him so mad at me that he didn't talk to me for 6 months, but never once did I question whether or not he loved me. Never once. I couldn't imagine a better dad, a better grandpa for my kids. I mean, my kids have had 8 great years with him, right there in the house with him. He's always gotten me out of trouble. He's been there for everything. I don't know how we're going to go off without him because he has been there. He's been like him and Megan, that's his best friend. That's their best friends. 2 peas in a pod. Anytime? No? You're not peas in a pod? He's your grandpa, I know. Yeah, they.
He'll fall asleep when he's over.
Yeah.
Not if there was Kleenex in the room.
No. If he fell asleep, he would get a Kleenex, he would get it just right, get it right on your nose.
You pull your ear.
Yeah, you pull your ear, you get it in your ear. He's a good man. He's definitely gonna be missed. He's one who's, yeah, I haven't got a good one this time. We've got a good angel watching over us. The song, the Red Hawaiian Teddy Bear, there isn't a jukebox that song wasn't played on when we were little. Every time we went to Firehouse Chili, Pete's Cafe, anywhere we went, that song was played when we were little. And he would sit there and cry the entire time the song was played. That was the only song. The man didn't like music, he didn't like food, he didn't like anything.
He didn't like those.
He didn't like those. He didn't like anything. But that was the only thing that I can remember that he actually liked. We would play that song every single time that we went anywhere.
Kind of funny that song's about truckers. Now his son drives a truck, and most of his grandkids drive trucks.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Anybody else? Come on up over there. There it comes. Come on up. Right over here. Come on. You're half all we want. No?
My papa can make it a
His papa was in McDonald's every day that he picked him up from preschool and he lived in their place, his mom played with.
Did you get a happy meal?
All right. Very good. Thank you very much. Do you have anything? I appreciate that, thank you. So this concludes this portion of our services. Over at Graceland Memorial Gardens, we're going to have a committal service done by Tom after the Southwest Ohio VFW Memorial Team military service in honor of Tom's service to our country. We'll have that first. There will be a gun salute and a flag will be presented to the family. If all of you can kindly remain seated, one of our staff will be by to dismiss everyone by rows. You do have an opportunity to come down the center aisle here. I'll have the family up by the casket, give a chance to pass by them, pay final respects to Tom, and then you can exit out through these doors. Don has already mentioned the pallbearers, Philip Buescher, Philip Brown, Anthony Buescher, Justin Buescher, Christopher Buescher, Dawson Dennis, Gavin Dennis, and Paul Crone. If you can remain inside the funeral home just outside the doors here. On behalf of the family, I'd like to thank Don for his company.
I work at Buescher.
Bushers. Yep. All right. So on our way to the cemetery, if you're driving, make sure you turn your headlights and flashers on. Your headlights and flashers on.